नमस्कार राजन जी
Namaste ji.
and
Namaskar all.
namaskar to everyone.
Namaskar.
Namaskar everyone.
I think your noise reduction's on, Doc, this morning, and now we can't hear the Om.
Yeah, today is coming to noise.
Sorry. Today, what is it?
The noise, the day before it was coming, the noise, tap, tip, tip. This noise is coming now. It stops. It stops. I don't understand that.
I think it is start of static. When Om is Dr. Rajan, much better. Thank you.
Now, everyone, it's time to begin. As usual, we will begin with 3 ohms. So here we go. The usual disclaimer: when you participate in this session, you do so with the understanding that you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and I do not take any responsibility towards the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution, ensuring that you do whatever you do is within your own capacity, and make sure that whatever you do with complete ease. So with that, let's begin. Bring your awareness to the perineum and pressing on the little finger as we squeeze at the perineum, we do LUM. Take a deep breath in. LUM. 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 Release the fingers, continue. LUM. Lung. Now bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum and pressing on the ring finger with the thumb, we do VAM. Release the fingers, continue. Bring your awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body, pressing on the middle finger, we do Ram. 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 Release the fingers, continue. Ram. 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 Now bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do Yam, pressing on the index finger of the thumb. Yam. Yam. Yum. Release the fingers, continue. Yum. Release the finger, continue. Yum. 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 Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release the hands, continue. Middle of the head, we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. 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 Release the hand. Top of the head, we do Om. Again, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. last time. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, and those of you who know how to do it, please carry on and keep the palms open, thumbs up. And those of you who are new and need direction, I see some new names in the attendee list who don't want to come into the panelists. So for your benefit, for the Ujjayi Pranayama, we want to create a stretch in the throat area, bottommost part of the mouth. To create the stretch, and then we will inhale and exhale, focusing on the stretch. So the best way to do that is make a big smile with the cheeks pulled out. As you have a big smile with the cheeks pulled out, observe, you can feel a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. Keep the focus on the stretch and inhale and exhale in slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, feel like a slight sucking sensation as the air is rubbing along the stretch in the throat. And when you exhale, it feels like a reverse sucking sensation. So when you do it, how slowly, and I'll demonstrate for you. As you inhale, I will actually raise my hand as I inhale. And exhale. This is one of those breaths where inhalation and exhalation are approximately of the same duration. Slow, deep breathing. So please carry on. So Nitasha, your Ujjayi is not effective enough. You need to feel more of a sucking sensation in the throat. Bridget, it is not working for you. You need to feel the stretch. Now let's go on to shoulder rotations. As you inhale, lift up both the shoulders, and as you exhale, rotate the shoulder back and come down. You're doing this in the same Ujjayi pranayama. Keep the focus on the throat. Now we go on to, as we inhale, we stretch the hands up and look up, feel the hips lift up, and as you exhale, bring the hands down slowly, and we do this in Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale and up, exhale. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we go on to the neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt your head, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt the other way, bring the other ear towards the other shoulder. Continue. Inhale up and exhale, tilt. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Now we turn the head in the four sides, right, left, back, and chin down front. In the right, left, and back, we do the sound ah after taking a deep breath. And in the front, we do the sound ma. When we'll do this for 3 rounds. In the first round, we'll repeat 3 times, second round twice, last time once. So take a deep breath in to the right, turn to the right. Now turn to the left. Now head to the back. Now chin to the chest. We'll skip the 2 time and go only for once. So we skip to the 3rd round. Turn to the right, we do ah once. Ah. To the left. Ah. To the back. Ah. Chin to the chest. Now bring your awareness above the head, and depending upon how you feel, you can either do ah or you can do om, whichever you feel better for you. Take a deep breath in. Now, bring the chin down to the chest and we rotate around the neck 360 degrees. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle. And continue the rotation. Last inhalation and last exhalation, and let's go in the reverse direction. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now stretch out the hands in front of you. Inhale, lift up the palms perpendicular to the forearm and stretch out the fingers as wide as possible. Exhale, take the thumb into the palm and make a downward facing fist. So inhale up and stretch. Exhale, fist and down. Continue. Last exhalation, keep the fist and go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Elbows in line with the shoulders, fist below the chin. And as you inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms. And as you exhale, make the fist again and come down. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Interlock the fingers and bring it behind the head. Take a deep breath in, pull back the shoulders, expand the chest, stretch out the elbows. And as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. And as you exhale, hold the elbows, yes. As you exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, inhale, come back up. Last exhalation, inhale, come back up. Now bring your hands behind the back, get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in, pull back the shoulders, expand the chest. And as you exhale, twist to one side, pulling on the elbow of that side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull the other way. Inhale, come back. Keep twisting. As you exhale, inhale, come back. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of your hips behind the back. And as you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. As you exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Keep alternating from one side to the other. Inhale back, exhale forward. Continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we cross one leg over the other and we hold the knee and pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. And as we pull there, we turn the head the other way. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Now we cross over the other knee. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Now we can stand up, and as we inhale, we can bend at the knees, and exhale, we come up. Keep the trunk of the body straight. You can hold the hands in your hips if you like. As you inhale, bend at the knee, exhale up. Feel the stretch in the ankle and feet. Inhale down, exhale up. Last inhalation, exhalation. Now you can keep your feet a little apart, and we go around the hips. Inhale and exhale. And as you go around the hips, observe the weight shifting from one leg to the other. Now let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we will do the pelvic bend. If any of you have balance issues, you can be seated or hold something firmly. Bring the elbows behind the back. Get hold of the elbows. Take a deep breath in. Pull back the shoulders and lift up the chin. And as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up. Inhale and exhale into the stretch. The stretch you feel from the hips all the way down to the bottom of the feet. So observe the stretch and inhale and exhale into the stretch. Slowly inhale and come up and take your seat. And we can do the alternate nostril breathing. So when you inhale, begin by inhaling from the left nostril. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale and feel the air come through the left nostril and visualize it rising up and going up to the middle of the forehead at the hairline. Close the left nostril, exhale to the right nostril and feel it coming from the left side going out of the right nostril from the hairline in the middle of the forehead. Inhale from the right nostril, close the right nostril, and exhale to the left, and each time inhalation completing right at the middle of the forehead at the hairline. So keep alternating the breath. Once you have exhaled through the left nostril, it completes a cycle. Once you have completed the last cycle now, we go on to the Bhastrika Pranayama. So let's get ready for the Bhastrika Pranayama. For this, you don't need to use the hand position, but using the hand position is an option. Bhastrika is simply deep inhalation, exhalation. We begin with exhalation. When the position that is helpful to reinforce the breathing is, if you keep the elbows near the chest with the fists closed, this is the exhaled position. The inhaled position is, if the elbows are slightly up, it helps to expand the chest. And if you pull back the shoulders and open out the palms, it increases the upper lung stretch so that you can breathe better. But of course, you need to begin. The belly also comes out when you inhale. So keeping this in mind, we are going to begin with exhalation. Exhale. Pull the belly in, feel the chest contract, bring the fist down. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath through the right nostril. Hold the breath, and when you can no longer hold it, exhale through the left nostril. Then do one Brahmari, the humming. So inhale through the right nostril. Hold. Now, bring your awareness to the chest area, and focusing there, mentally we vibrate Haim. You might find it easier to visualize as if the lungs are going Haim, 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 Haim. Now, mentally change the vibration to Haim Nam, Haim Nam, Haim Nam. Now, you bring your awareness behind the lowermost part of the sternum and visualize a rising vibration going through the middle of the body and out of the top of the head. You visualize that as Haim Home, Haim Home, Haim Home, Haim Home. Now we go on to the spinal mantra. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Aim, Shim, Jim, Jim, Haim, Aim, O. 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 Now we go on to our next round of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath through the right nostril, hold the breath and exhale to the left, and then we do one Brahmari. Now we go on to the next round of Bhastrika. Let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Deep breath to the right nostril, hold the breath, exhale to the left, and then one Brahmari. Let's go on to the last round of Bhastrika. Let's begin with exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Deep breath to the right nostril, hold the breath and exhale to the left. And then we do one Brahmari, then we go on to meditation. Now, mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel the shoulders become lighter, maybe the whole body, maybe the head. And if you have a preferred method of meditation, please use it. Otherwise, bring your awareness behind the lowermost part of the sternum and visualize a rising vibration going through the body and out of the top of the head. And the rising vibration feels like 3 syllables. Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om. Feel that, visualize that rising vibration, and we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, visualize a flow from far above coming into you. And become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born. Whenever you feel you're ready to open the eyes, raise the palm of your hand and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. Now, being the Sunday, we have our discussion time. So if anybody would like to propose what you want to discuss, that is fine. And if you don't have a discussion topic, if you want to ask any questions, that is also fine. So you can speak up and ask any questions. So I have, anybody can unmute and speak up if they want to.
I thought I'd ask for the chakra, that if they are not in line, what does that mean? And how do you bring them in line?
Okay.
What are the repercussions when they are not in line?
We will answer that question. Excellent. So how to understand chakras is a good way. That's a good point of discussion for us. Yeah. October 22nd, Saturday, is when I said it'll be a morning, this thing to mark your calendar. Mark your calendar from morning 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, October 22nd. I will, once the program is all finalized, I'll let you all know more about it. Okay. So before we go into the chakra, there is a Malti Poddar had the hand raised. What is your question?
Dr. Rajan, I wanted to ask the respiratory mantra, what we do, the Haim, home, and home, it helps for the COVID and to improve a respiratory function, you said. So can we practice it when you go to like traveling, for example?
Yes. Anytime you want, you
India,
can do as much as you like.
Like every day morning, what about
Absolutely,
15 minutes?
absolutely.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay. So now we will go on to the, Aruna Katuria, you have a question. What is it?
Can you tell me about the GERD problem if someone had?
Okay.
I have some GERD problem.
Okay. We'll deal with that
Sorry.
after the chakra question.
Okay, no
and I will
problem.
explain that to you.
Thank you, doctor.
So, okay. So if there are any other questions, please list it in the chat box. So after we are finished with the chakra question, we will deal with it. Okay. So the question related, let's try to first understand what are the chakras and how we should understand its functioning within us. Within our system, there are 5 levels of communication channels that we call as nadis. Within them, the lowest 2 levels connect into our musculature as well as the fluid in the body. The musculoskeletal and the fluids are the ways the lower 2 levels connect. The highest 3 levels are, one is the vitality in us, in other words, the energy that is functioning in our body. This works along the spine and the central nervous system. If that doesn't work, the body is dead. Now, the 2 other ones are, one we call as the Sushumna Nadi, through the middle of the body, and the other is the Atma Nadi in the front of the body. So, the Atma Nadi connects into our cosmic connection as spiritual beings, and that connection through which many things happen, that is where the focus is. However, the chakras are along the The chakras are along the Sushumna Nadi. I'm going to mute everyone because unwittingly people end up unmuting while we are having this discussion. So, as I was saying, along the Sushumna Nadi, along the middle of the body, are the chakra is the Sushumna Nadi, and along the Sushumna Nadi are all the chakras, the 7 chakras we talk about. So, how does the chakra function and what is its role? The chakras, from those chakras, actually those chakras have 2 sides to it. One side is the Sushumna Nadi is said to be fed by the Ida and Pingala Nadi. The Ida is the left side Nadi, Pingala is the right side Nadi. The left indicates your inner dimension, namely your inner program, you can call it your genes. The right represents what you're dealing with from the external world, from the environment. So you can think of it as the epigenetic factors. Both of them coming together, the system unfolds how you should engage with it. And that is what the Sushumna Nadi represents and the 7 chakras represent. But in order for the Sushumna Nadi and the 7 chakras to perform as per the forces that are coming from the Ida and Pingala Nadis, it needs energy. So the chakras have a connection in the back into the spine, where through the central nervous system and the functioning, it is drawing its energy needs in order to function. Then from each chakra, you have connections into many organ systems that are in that zone. And that connections are the 4th level and the 5th level, the lowest 2 levels. The lowest 2 levels are right over there. The lowest 2 levels, the lowest 2 levels are where it goes into the connection into the musculoskeletal system as well as the fluids of the body, right? So for us, when we look at the chakras over there, the chakras are not only connecting to the physical organ elements, the chakras are also connecting with your higher functionality of how to deal with the environment and all of that, which goes into the psychic aspect of our existence. So the chakras literally represent the psychosomatic elements of our being. So now, how do we understand if the chakras are shifted to the left or right? And by the way, the psychosomatic elements of it are also the cosmic connectivity to the Nadi in the front, the Atma Nadi. It can get insights from the cosmic connection also. But the chakras represent the psychosomatic balance in our system. If the chakras are not in balance, how do we understand them? Well, it means either in the physical domain or in the psychic domain, you're off balance. If it is drawn leftward, it indicates that you're drawn inward into your inner dimension. You're not effectively engaging with the outer epigenetic elements that are hitting you. If it has gone rightward, then in which case you're engaging more with all the external elements without the inner anchor and recognition of your inner nature. So this is how we understand the chakras. Now, there are 2 chakras which we consider as most important when we are looking at a person. And the other chakras, we can at times accept it as in the process of transient adjustment. The chakras that are most important we pay attention to is the lowest chakra, that is the root chakra, the Muladhara, and the chakra above the head, the Sahasrara chakra. Why is it we pay attention to these two and the others we worry a little less about? Not that we don't worry about them, but we worry a little less. The one above the head is most important because if it is centered, that means your thought awareness is all connected into the cosmic intelligence, which means your Swadharma will be well guided if you keep the balance. The mental balance is in the right place, the cosmic connectivity will be in the right place, then that is in a good state to be. The second element, the root chakra or the Swadhisthana, being in the middle, good balance, indicates for us that the gross physical being that sustains the body, the ability to stand up, to take the weight, the Muladhara also controls the lower elements, including the legs and the lower part of the pelvic region. The ability to stand indicates that the physical ability is stable. So these two are very, very important that we want to pay attention to. And what do the other chakras represent? Well, for instance, now, if you, by the way, the Ajna chakra, the chakra in the head, is simply the consolidated impact of the 5 lower chakras. So the Ajna chakra will come into balance the moment the 5 lower chakras in balance, so we don't have to worry about it. It is the other 4 chakras that are, or what they represent is something we want to talk about. Now, the Swadhisthana chakra, that is the one in the sacral part of the sacral chakra, that sacral chakra is the place where on the psychic domain, it represents you, that is, you as the self is what it represents. So let's say you're not giving enough attention to yourself. Now I'm going to give you an example. Think of a busy mom, young mom who has little children and a family to manage. You'll come across once in a while these moms. They have no time for themselves. They're only taking care of everybody else in the family, and they don't have time for themselves. When they are in that kind of a mode, then what happens is that chakra moves to the right. It is externally oriented about taking care of everybody else, but there is no time to take care of yourself. That is the psychic domain. The physical domain of that chakra is, it works in the zone of the reproductive organs and the kidneys. So if there is a weakness over there, where those areas are not in good balance, then in which case that can take care of it. And so if you think in terms of it, like for example, in yoga it is said that natural instincts should not be suppressed. And yet you will hear from the people who come from some kind of these monastic orders, which is the influence of the Buddhism, that you should not let your sexual energies express themselves. You have to control them, constrain them. If there is a natural flow and you constrain them, it will create repression over there that will affect the chakra negatively. So it'll be pulled back as opposed to being in the center relative to the environment. And on the other hand, if it gets blown away through the external sensory perceptions and it goes excessively on the other side, then it will shift to the right side and it will not be balanced. Now let's come to the Manipur chakra, that is the navel center. In the navel chakra, that is considered the seat. By the way, the Swadhisthana chakra is also associated with the water element, as the Muladhara with the earth element. The navel chakra, the Manipur chakra, is associated with the fire element. This is where we say there is the digestive fire. Actually, when we say digestive fire, it is bigger than simply digestion of the food. It is also the fire that can digest your thoughts. So what happens is, when you feel depleted in energy, this is the place that gets affected. And what is the source of depletion? If you are unable to engage with what the world is dishing out to you, then the Manipur chakra, that is the navel chakra, will be depleted. Too many demands on you. And or if you're the food that you're giving to it is unable to be digested properly, the Manipur chakra will become weak. And if it's it could be weak, means it is unable to engage with the physical world, means it will shift leftward rather than being centered. And on the other hand, if you are far too excited and you're dealing with all the outside elements in such a way, then it will shift to the right, but the right cannot be sustained for too long. When you get exhausted, it goes to the left. So you need to be, so that's what the Manipur chakra represents. And so the Manipur chakra on the psychic domain represents our, what you will call as our energy that gives the purpose of our life. The other side it represents is the physical digestive organs that are there in the body, in the abdominal area. Now, the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra, which is in between the breasts, that on the psychic, and that is associated with the air element, and that on the psychic side is represented with your humanitarian nature, thinking, the love and the compassion and those kinds of things. The caring nature is all, that is the psychic nature. On the physical element, it controls all the organs that are there in the chest, namely the heart, the lungs, and those areas that are being, that is what is it controls. So again, you can understand left means drawing in, right means expressing out. So in other words, if you see the shift going out, in this particular case, most often shifts occur for people. Like for example, when people get, emotionally affected and they start, engaging with people and with anger or any kind of this thing, it'll shift rightward. On the other hand, when they feel hurt and they draw in, it'll shift leftward. That is where you will most often see it. And of course, the physical component will have similar dynamics. In the throat, this is the Vishuddhi chakra associated with the space element. And here, on the psychic side, it is about your wonderment of what is beyond. When you seek to know, when you're thinking beyond, that is where the psychic element resides. And that also means how you feel unconstrained in speaking. Whereas when you hold back what is coming and you try not to speak because you're worried about offending somebody or whatever, then that of course will shift inward, leftward. If you become too much external focus without balance, it'll shift rightward. And the other elements, of course, is the Vishuddhi chakra on a physical domain is connected with the ENT element, the throat, the ear, nose. So this is supposed to be the seat of that, what physically it controls. So that gives you a little bit of an overview of the chakras and what the imbalances of the chakras represent. So now coming back to Premji, is there any follow-up question on that? You can unmute yourself.
No, I don't have follow-up question, but the only thing is, if one is out of whack, either left or right, how do you bring it back?
Okay. The thing is basically, if it is in the psychic domain, you have to restore yourself. As I said, For me, I only worry about the top chakra above the head and the bottommost chakra. And the Ajna chakra is just the 5 chakras below. Once they are in place, that will also come in place. So what happens is, when it comes to the Swadhisthana, if you're not taking care enough for yourself, then basically if you're more externally focused at dealing with everybody else and not for you, then what you have to do is take a break, take a vacation. Everybody else, manage yourself. I need a break. So that's how you restore yourself over there. On the other hand, if you're only concerned about yourself and you're not worrying about others, it will have shifted to the left. Then you need to change your nature and be more concerned about everybody else also you bring in. So the psychic nature balancing to the left or right, when you change your thoughts, it will happen. Now what will happen is, so that is the reason, the people, all of you over here, we will, whether it is the Swadhisthana chakra, Manipura chakra, or the Anahata chakra, or the Vishuddhi chakra, you will automatically find your balance in there. As you connect into your yogic nature and your inner being, automatically the guidance will come how to balance yourself in this thing. On the physical domain, when there are deficiencies, like for example, the physical digestion is not going well, the Manipur chakra is shifted leftward and is weak, then in which case a Kapalbhati will ignite the fire element. And so in each of them, the behavioral element and the physical element and the psychic element, as long as you are in the daily yoga and the meditation mode, automatically you will get the guidance how to find the alignment. Why the alignment is gone, once you recognize, you can correct it a lot easier. Right, let me put on the light, that way it will be better.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
I have a question. I want to check that you explained it very nicely. Thank you very much. But how long we should, like suppose if I have a digestive problem, should I do more of the third chakra?
The Manipur chakra, yeah, that's right. But the thing is, remember, the Manipur chakra is the seat of Swadharma as well as the digestive system, right? So if you are not following your Swadharma, it will get weak. But and so the thing is, you need to figure out whether the problem is in the psychic domain or the physical domain.
Thank you very much. But how long should we do the chakra vibration for all of, suppose I want to do all 7 of them?
You can do it as much as you want, but if you have the sensitivity, doing more will not hurt. If you have the sensitivity as to whether the chakra is clearing or not, then in that case, when you do the vibration in each chakra, you will feel it resonating and going out of the top of that. Initially, when you do, the resonation may only come halfway, but finally, when you do enough repetitions, it will go out of the head. That's when you know the chakra has cleared.
So when I'm doing, like, say, Manipur chakra, so when I'm doing Ram, so I should, the vibration should go Ram.
No. The vibration is only in the navel chakra.
Okay.
You don't visualize it going up.
Okay, so vibration is in the navel chakra only.
Yes, but what will happen is automatically when the chakra is clearing, the resonation will elevate without you even trying to elevate it.
So when we are doing chakra, we should not visualize anything. We just do vibration on the same place.
Yeah, you may not be able to sense it, but there are others over here who can sense how the resonation happens.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Rajan, how do you know that you are out of balance?
Sorry.
Dr. Rajan, this is Raj Kishore.
Yeah.
How does one know that which chakra of yours is out of balance?
The thing is, you see, typically, if you know you're not doing, if there is some way you feel you're not perfectly happy, something in the life is bothering you, something physically is bothering you, then some chakra is out of balance.
So everybody's
Okay, so let's go to Sundaraji. Go ahead.
I have a question still on the location of the chakra. You always say bring it to the center of the body.
Yes.
But you also refer, like the Manipur chakra, for example, you refer to the sacrum. So I had asked that question a long time ago. You're aligning to the center of the body, but not to like S1, 2, 3 or L5 or something like that. It is right exactly in the middle of the body. They should come out. But when you pull your belly button inwards, it corresponds usually very well with the rest of it. So it has to be in the middle of the body, not aligned to the bones or joints. So
Yes. The point of each one, the point of reference is not with respect to the spine, but rather it is with respect to the points that you can feel in the body, but behind them in the middle.
Okay.
So the best way to visualize the Muladhara is very clear. It is right at the perineum. The Swadhisthana, literally the place where we urinate, if you bring your awareness behind that, right above the perineum, that is where the Swadhisthana is. The Manipura, it is right behind the navel, in the same line above the Swadhisthana in the middle of the body. The Anahata is in between the breasts, right in the middle of the body, relative to the line coming from below. The throat chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra, is right at the base of the mouth where it connects into the neck, the throat area. So you would associate it probably in the area just below the thyroid. And so in the middle of the body. And Agnya chakra, same. And the Agnya chakra, it is very interesting. Too often people will say Agnya chakra in between the eyebrows and things like that. In fact, those are not providing a clear statement. In fact, what it is if you keep your awareness in between the eyebrows, you need to connect a line with the medulla oblongata, and if you draw that line and you go to the midpoint, that's where it is. If you do that, that line is not a straight line, it will be an oblique line, because the medulla oblongata is at a lower level.
Lower level.
And so the best way to find it is if you think in terms of in line with the middle of your eyes in the middle of the head. So you can, by keeping your finger on the edge of the eyes, if you slide it to where it hits the ear, that is where right in the middle you're focused in. The other way is it's literally behind the middle of the bridge of the nose. So that gives you this points of that.
thank you. That was very clear.
So anybody else on the chakras questions?
when,
Yeah, go ahead, Ashokji.
when we say the chakra is clear, that means it has come in the middle.
Chakra is clear means two things.
Oh yeah, I understand that because it's going out, and that means it's all in the middle.
It is in the middle and also energized enough. You see, when we talk of balance of chakras, we talk about two balances. I mostly spoke here only on one balance between left and right. But the other balance is all the chakras should have approximately equal level of energy, which means there is a top-down balance in our system, as we call it, right? So what happens is when the chakras are all cleared and gone to the head, not only is there a left-right balance, but there is also a top-down balance, which means all the chakras have approximately equal amount of energy. So the functionalities are all balanced relative to each other.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Sundar, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yes, I was just looking at the last reading, but you were more interested. You were saying that Muladhara is very important, at least on the different chapters. Which was a little bit inward. Can you elaborate what that? When I say little bit, it's around the line, very close to the the edge is touching. Because more like I picked up like an internal.
Just 1 second. I don't hear you well. I suspect it is because there are too many people who are unmuted. Say it again.
No, for me, the last reading I had, I'm just looking at that picture. It is the Mooladhara is little bit on the left. Dr. Narayan, can you hear me clearly?
1 second. Let me mute everyone. Then maybe I will hear better. Go ahead again.
Yes, the last looking at the picture of the Bioval reading, the last one I have is showing that the Mooladhara is little bit on the left, just a little bit. What does that really tell? Like, if you could help me understand it.
Okay, if the Mooladhara is slightly left, then in which case it means that your energies are drawn to inward, and you don't have the energy to function well outside in the physical world. Okay, and the reason I say the Mooladhara is most important is because if the Mooladhara is well established, the physical being is taken care. If the physical being and the spiritual mental element is taken care, the rest of it you will figure out without creating a threat to yourself. What happens is, if you feel physically threatened, then the Mooladhara can become weakened. Now what happens is, we see, like if a person is physically afraid that their physical being, they have some illness that cannot be cured. If they worry about it, that will weaken. On the other side, if people have huge financial losses and they feel threatened, the Mooladhara again feels threatened. It loses. Okay? So that is how we understand that.
A quick question. When we do meditation, the way you have explained, you concentrate here or you concentrate on this side?
Okay, Malti Poddar, you're the source of the interruptions that come. So please keep yourself muted. Okay, I've muted you. Don't open it again. And also Dalpat Bhai, please keep yourself muted. Okay, go ahead, Premji.
When you are meditation,
yeah,
should you concentrate here or here or here?
No. When you're meditating, don't go to the Agya Chakra. In fact, when you're doing mantra-based meditation, don't focus anywhere. Whatever is needed, it will figure out where to, it will take care of itself. If you have any place you need to focus on, it should be top of the head or above the head. The Agnya Chakra in meditation is a point of trouble. Now what happens is, people who come from the Tantra side of yoga, too often they focus on the Agnya Chakra meditation. You see, the Tantra side of yoga has been significantly influenced by the Hatha Yoga system, the concept of Shiva and Shakti and Kundalini and all of that. So when they have been influenced by that, they seek to control through the Agnya Chakra. So the Agnya Chakra is considered the seat of control. So when people seek to control, they use their willpower to work with the Agnya Chakra, and that always leads to problem. It makes, as I have said in previous cases, it makes people into Durvasa Maharishi. And on the other hand, when you surrender to God, it is always to the top. And the meditation should always be focused on surrender to God. You will not get misguided. So we have gone over time. So if there are other questions unrelated to chakras, we can keep that for like Shankha Prakshalan. We will deal that at another time. So let's close over here. Namaste everyone, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Namaste, namaste. Very nice.
Thank you very much. It was very clear.